this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through some basics relating to Google Sheets. So here I am in my little training video folder. You could do this wherever in Google Drive as long as you know how to move your files correctly. I'm going to go over here to the New button and choose Google Sheets. It's giving me this warning because I'm in a shared folder, and I want to say yes, create and share. And then this is what a new blank Google Sheet looks like. So first and foremost, we're going to do what we always do, go up here and rename the file. There we go. Now I know that's my sheet. It's easy for me to find if I need to go back to it later. So a little bit about Google Sheets. This is the Google Drive equivalent to Microsoft Excel or Apple's Numbers. It lets you do some pretty robust formula work, computational math, addition, subtraction, and it can get very, very complex. The main way that you'll be using this in our class is sometimes there will be grading rubrics that we use for peer review or other projects like that. So I want you to know a little bit about how Google Sheets works. I use Google Sheets for lots of things every day. It's just so useful. So a little bit of a tutorial here about Google Sheets. Again, similar to all applications, you've got this main menu bar up here across the top, file and similar options, edit menu, the view menu, insert, format, data, tools, add-ons, and help. Now, because this is a spreadsheet, it's arranged in rows across and columns up and down. So columns are A, B, C, D, E, etc. Rows are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And a default document will give you columns A through Z, and it will give you rows 1 through 1000. Another important detail here is this sheet 1 at the bottom. So it's actually possible within one database file to have multiple sheets or tabs along the bottom. And when we use Google Sheets for activities in class, there will almost always be multiple tabs here along the bottom. So just be sure you're aware of that. To add a new one, you add the plus mark here. It's going to automatically call it Sheet 2. You can rename those different things. So that's just a few basics there of how that works. Secondary navigation and operational functions here, we have these icons. Similar to all other Google apps, you've got undo, redo, print, paint format, change the view, some formatting inserts here, some font stuff. You can change the font, change the size, change the emphasis, bold, italics, strike through, change the font color, change the fill color of an individual cell or row or whatever's selected. Here you can add grid lines to one cell or a range of cells. This merge cells option gives you the ability to do just that. Say you want to merge everything from A to E here, you can click merge cells and that creates one giant cell for you. Just undo that. Here you can change the alignment of the text within a cell, so left, center, and right. Here you can change the placement of text within a cell to the top, to the middle, or to the bottom. So if we have a row that's really high and we write something in a cell, you can see the default is to the bottom. We can also make that to the top, or we can make that in the middle, just like that. Now, you can also change the wrapping of text. So say you're writing here, hello students, this is a message for you. Now this obviously exceeds the parameters of this one cell. It's spilling over into F1 and G1. But what I can do is I can go here and I can say wrap the text, and it will keep that contained in one cell. It will just wrap it around and make it higher instead of spilling out into other things. You can also change that to clip so that you just see the first little bit and it's not interfering with any data that might be in the cell next to it, or the main default is set to overflow. This changes the direction of the text. Standard is none. You can have it tilt up, tilt down, tilt all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, or a preset angle. Here's the insert link button again. Insert comment if we were commenting, insert chart if you're building a chart or a graph. Here you can change filters, we won't really deal with any of that, or insert some basic functions such as addition, average, counting, finding the maximum or the minimum number. There's all kinds of them. Lots of possibilities here. So those are the basics of Google Sheets.